Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Cologne podcast. I'm Myke.
And I'm Ryan.
And we're just two best friends giving our uneducated opinion on the world of fragrance. Today, Ryan, we have Oud For Greatness by Initio.
I've heard that's a good one.
Yeah? Let me tell you what Discarded Android from Fragrantica has to say about this fragrance.
Let's hear it.
He says, this smells like a dentist who goes to the eyes wide shut type of parties. Oh, Lord.
I think I know what he's throwing down right there, actually.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I think I do.
I have no idea what he's talking about because...
Ultra fabulous lifestyle kind of thing. Weird shit.
Oh, like the upper echelon, the 1% type
exactly,
guy.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. I can't wait to get into that. But first, let's get into our one-night stand review of Creed's Millesime Imperial.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Okay, Ryan. After spending the night with Mr. Creed and the best of the crop, what is your one night stand review on Millesime Imperial?
Well, I will say that on my cardstock, which would be your clothes, it did last a pretty good bit. It's not an all-day banger, but on your skin... As with anything Creed related, and I don't know if it's just my brain adjusting, but they fade. In fact, we got off air, and it wasn't too long off air that I asked Mike, I said, I think this is fading quicker than Aventus, which is our biggest gripe of Aventus. It's our only gripe, actually.
Yes. Like all my girlfriends from high school, it left me too soon and without notice.
What do you, for that kind of price point, to me, it's ridiculous.
Yes. I can't believe I'm saying this right now, but the Versace's that we tried Tuesday had far longer life out of it.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a synthetic versus whatever natural.
That's what people say in the comments.
But the thing is, I've got a couple of samples of Raja Parfum stuff. I have a couple of bottles now because you've got me something. My wife got me something. But I have a couple of bottles, and I can say, yeah, they're not all-day bangers, but at the same time, we've come to the agreement that a fragrance is just kind of impossible to be kind of an all-day thing because there's wear and tear.
Yes.
But those outlast this by miles.
Even if we compared their own Aventus, I get more life out of Aventus than this.
Yeah, for sure.
That's saying something because Aventus still isn't one of these all-day bangers, as you'd say.
It's not. But I mean, it is an amazing fragrance, but that's our biggest gripe is man, for the price. But this one's even worse than that. It's no.
Yeah.
And I do like the smell of the Millesime Imperial. I do like it. It's not something I would, even if it lasts a little bit longer, I probably still wouldn't go crazy off to go buy it.
It's one of the better aquatic scents that I've smelled.
Yeah.
Just because I have a huge hatred for aquatic notes. So this one was almost tolerable, but still not. But I mean, going back to high school, had about that kind of performance, Once it hit the skin, just a few minutes and it was done. So for a one-night stand review, that's got to be pretty low.
All right, well, there you go.
Because somebody who gets talked up all the time, hey, Casanova of a fragrance.
Yeah.
When it pops in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, then you're just left there standing,
lonely,
unfulfilled, wondering what just happened.
Yeah, embarrassed.
Hadn't even worked up a sweat.
Well, it doesn't take long for you or I to work up a sweat with anything.
Then you look over and your bottle of Millesime Imperial is passed out with a cigarette in its mouth.
Yeah. Gonna burn this whole place down.
All right, there's our one-night stand review.
Yes, of Creed's Millesime Imperial.
All right, let's get into the scent of the day. But before we do, we actually have a very special guest on the show today.
Yes. Special indeed. Come up to the microphone. It's our friend Forbus who cuts my hair and genital hair.
One of those is true. We can distinguish later.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. We brought Mike's barber and / friend here to the podcast.
We've mentioned him a few times. He's a longtime fan. He cut my hair and he said, God, you smell so delicious. What is that? I said, well, it's Burlington 1819. I said, believe it or not, me and a friend do a podcast. Then he went down the rabbit hole, started listening. Tell us about your experience into the fragrance community.
Yeah, man, these are all true stories. I thought it was really interesting that I did call you out on your cologne, and then you're like, oh yeah, by the way. And I'm like, well, that sounds interesting. I'll check that out tomorrow. No, with everything else, I've taken a couple of drives here and there, been out of town, and I've been listening to you guys. And I don't know, I want to give maybe something back to y'all because it's really on my heart and everything else. You guys would talk about, especially earlier in the podcast, about like scent memories. And that really started hitting me because I'm like, I have no idea what I smell like. I mean, sure, I cut men's hair and I'm around product, but getting to what I'm talking about further, damn near because of you gentlemen, I haven't even like touched a cigarette in 3 weeks. Wow. I've been really focused on just the idea, like, I think I'm a presentable guy, but like, I want to smell good. And I don't know shit about colognes. And so here's these guys that I'm at least close with, and they can at least humbly tell me their experience without some douche just telling me like, bro, it's gonna get you laid, son. Yeah. Like, I don't like that, So I really appreciate you guys helping me out on just this idea of myself. So
yeah, that's good.
We're saving lives.
Yeah. Who knows?
Well, how are you handling kicking cigarettes right now?
No, it's fine, man. I'm actually more pleased to where there's been a couple of encounters. Yeah, I do work in a salon, so I do get to run into ladies here and there. And dang, what you wearing? And as of right now, I own kind of 2 styles, so it's like it's either this one or that one. But you know what? Thank you very much. So
yeah, you hit me up the other day. You said I got a compliment on ombre leather.
It was thrilling. Yeah, man. It was very cool.
What do you think about that ombre leather?
The ombre leather is really nice. Just kind of talk about that. I enjoy that one more in the evening. Yeah. As far as I'm not really trying to just get my guys on me, but if anything, it's always intriguing, Hey, Mike, what are you wearing? Dude, this smells good, especially the limited supply I have of ombre, that I'll
hook you up with some more.
That I wear it more to special nights and everything else.
Well, if you want the guys on you, we'll hook you up with some Aventus, and then Creed Aventus, you'll have guys crawling all over you.
They don't stop texting.
All right. Well, today we're looking at Oud For Greatness.
Yes.
And I think, Ryan, why don't you start it off, and then we'll just go
past the Dutchie to the right?
That's right.
There we go. Okay. So this is by Initio, and I think this is about, a $300-something fragrance right here?
Yeah, I think so.
So he's about to get, Tom Ford's kind of like the intro to kind of niche. You're about to smell real niche. I think you're going to be able to tell the difference. All right, here we go.
Mark has a good price on the website on his retail bottle section for $289.
Yeah.
For a full bottle.
Yeah, hit your skin wherever you want. And you can spray more of that if you want.
Yeah, that's something I'd almost like to talk about later too, is what would be the etiquette of spraying?
We
I know some on the skin, on the clothes, but like
everywhere.
I'm kind of a net guy, bro. I smell it right here before it's even in my face.
It's insane, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh my God. That is incredible. This is definitely otherworldly good.
Brian, I want you to describe what it kind of smells like.
Yeah, into your best ability.
Well, it's really cool because, we're just 2 guys that don't know nothing about nothing.
Now
I'm over here like, I'm way down here. So it's really cool hearing like, man, it smells so much different than the card and on the skin. And I'm just like, I have no idea. But I'm like, you damn right. So, there's differences. Even when I smelt it, like when I sprayed it and applied it before I'd even smelt the test strip, I could already smell it in the air. But then when you actually get it even closer to the smell, so it's different to where,
oh man.
So
high end as hell.
It is. And it smells, to me, when we first sprayed it, I was like, it has a tobacco-y, burny, sort of like a wet tobacco and a dry wood.
Yeah.
But on the skin, because I told you when we got it, we were so hyped on it. We had only smelled it on the test strip. I couldn't wait. This was like right when we first started the show, we got this decant. And after spraying it, it was in my closet and I could just hear it calling to me for every night. So finally I broke down. I was like, I got to wear this. Yeah. And so I sprayed it on myself, and tell me if it does this to your skin, but it almost has a dirt type smell on the skin.
I get a lot of earth.
Yeah.
I don't think it's loud. It's not abrasive. I'd be curious to know, the projection of this as far as how how far out it could actually take people. But like,
Well, we're going to let you lace up and take it home. See what the ladies say.
D.
Lady say.
It is very earthy, but man, it's like plush at the same time.
I bet Sarah's going to love this.
I'm actually going to say I think most women will not like this.
It slightly smells like a creek. You know what I mean?
I think most women are not going to like it.
I'm not like a dirty creek. There's like trash and needles laying around. Like,
Yeah, East Texas gets a little rough around some of these creeks.
like, something you can walk on comfortably shoeless. It's just like,
Yeah, you got to wear steel-toe boots to walk around our creeks.
No joke.
I can tell you exactly. Well, before I get into that, first off, it trends pretty good.
Yeah.
God, that thing is just sharp. Man, I'm blown away on one thing.
So is it 2019?
2018, so it's fairly new.
Wow, yeah. 3 years old.
It's only just a couple of notes. Trends is through the roof, and deservingly so. It's just an incredible scent.
It's such a slick, manly smell.
It is.
It's like, you know how we did Oud Wood? Like,
Yeah.
this is like the richer uncle to Oud Wood.
Yeah.
I feel like Oud Wood is more, I wish we had it so Forbus could smell it.
Yeah.
But Oud Wood is a little more potpourri smelling than this. This has a little more class to it.
It does. Okay, I can tell you who's wearing this 100%. And it makes sense what that guy was saying in the comment.
Okay.
It's
let me play the piano blindfolded for you.
you're going to see it's not so elegant behind the scenes here. There's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff we edit, okay?
Yeah, Todd's going to take care of all this work.
Yeah. They're going to make sure not to put any background anything with me whatsoever.
Make him sound awkward as hell, Todd.
This is a person with a lot of money. This is somebody who probably watched Miami Vice on repeat their entire life. And to pay homage to it, they drive an 80-something model Testarossa.
I don't see this at all.
V12, red as the devil's dick with a yellow pony on the front. And they got the hair of the bad guy from Karate Kid Part 3. That's what this fragrance is right here.
Not at all. I don't smell that
Oh
at
my
all.
God. It's high end, man.
What'd you say the price is?
It's $300 at a discount.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, the attributes of those descriptions probably go with the money. But, like, if it was a simpler guy that could afford it,
Right.
I think an easier fella would enjoy this just as much.
Really?
I don't think it's abrasive.
Oh, it's
No,
definitely
it's-
not.
No, so I mean, I don't, for the fact of it being money, I don't think this shouts not to put down the brand. I'm not saying it shouts money,
Yeah,
but
no, go
like,
ahead.
oh no, I'm casually walking in like, oh, you want to ask me about my cologne? I'm not demanding you smell my cologne.
Yeah.
You know what this is? This is the ombre leather of Oud. Because ombre leather is a nice wearable round leather fragrance.
Yeah.
This is the same way with the woody. It's smooth. It definitely has that dry wood smell. But it's
does.
not like, it doesn't make you want to get like, doesn't give you that like type.
I think you'd get compliments from both men and female though too, like equally. I think it's soft enough around a guy to where they're going to compliment you, but then a chick, it's not going to be, bro, you're too loud.
Yeah.
I agree with that. It's definitely not a loud fragrance in that, but it is where like when you sprayed it, or actually when he sprayed it, and then when you sprayed it, I could like smell it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
it wafts. It's
By the
good.
time you guys both sprayed it, I was like, do I even need to wear this right now? I feel like I'm already wearing it.
It's one of those fragrances where it's loud, but it's like you said, it's not abrasive. It's not like punching you in the face loud.
Yeah.
Man, that's
It's
pretty
smooth.
sick.
And that's the thing that we found because there's a random sample bag we did that was an Initio fragrance as well
Yeah.
that had some potency to it. I think this is the same way.
Blessed Baraka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when we got the decant day and we had all those come in and we sprayed them, it was one of the ones that we noticed when we came back the next day, it still smelled incredible.
Yes, for sure.
She good. She good indeed.
Okay. Skip it.
Sample it.
Buy it.
What are you going to do, Forbus?
All right. So if I ran into a lot of money and I was like, well, I don't care. I got a lot of money. I'm going to buy this. I mean, I would buy it. It's worth the sample.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, if you're able to be comfortably buying the samples for the price, I'm not sure, but it's not passable by any means.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, he hit the point. It's so expensive. It is one of those things for sure. It's a sample first. And
Yeah.
if you run into a lot of money, maybe a wife. No, I'm kidding. But you run into some money, you get this, and it would definitely it'd be rocking, man.
Yeah, I'm going to be the same way. I think it is a buy. It's worth having, but is it worth buying a full bottle? Unless you've got just stacks of racks over here, then it'd be better to just go and get 5 mil, 10 mil, because this is also a fragrance that's kind of a special.
That's what I was going to suggest too.
Occasion.
I mean, it might be pricey for me, especially, but like, I don't necessarily know if I would even wear this every day.
No. I agree.
So,
this isn't like, oh, you know what? I need milk. I'm about to head to Super One.
I mean, well, I'm gonna buy another bottle tomorrow. Who cares? I got money. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, if you have that money and this is what you wear,
Take a shower 3 times a day just to keep spraying more on. So I'm not just getting crazy.
Hey, we were like that with La Nuit de l'Homme.
Yes.
We were seriously going like, I better shower and get a fresh batch on me.
When does this end?
No, it's great. But yeah, if you had, 10 mil would go forever. I've got, one spray on my top of my hand here, but it's loud. You could probably do 2 or 3 sprays. And if you got 10 mil of that, we're talking that's over 100 sprays.
For sure.
And so if you wear 3 or 4 sprays, it could last you a year if you were doing date nights.
What's the size of this?
That's a 5 mil.
So this is the style bottle that you had let me sample. And so like I'm saying, I'm probably 2/3 of the way, and that was 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Almost. So
For sure.
You can make them stretch pretty nice,
Definitely.
Especially if you're never going on dates.
Yeah, like me or Ryan.
Sometimes I'm just like, just a little bit for me.
Yeah. I do it for myself. It's like girls with fake lashes, They do it for themselves.
That's true.
Because what guy goes, oh, are those new lashes?
No.
Man, doing what I do, I noticed a lady the other day with fake eyelashes, and they weren't even. And it's like, it's a curse sometimes for me, because like, man, I usually compliment a wife before her husband does on her hair, and I've been like, bro, you can't, you just screwed me. Thanks. I'm like, I don't know. The eyelashes,
you're in the industry, so you're going to pick these things up. Joe Schmoes like us, we're like, oh, they're probably wearing mascara today. But no, they probably just spent a couple $100 on new lashes, but I don't know.
They're starting to do the fake beards. Have you seen that?
I have not. Are you serious?
Yeah, it's the taped on almost in the same sense. Yeah.
Wow, like hair extensions for your beard.
A tube for your chin.
Really?
Yeah, it's real weird. And I was just like,
a chin pay.
Why?
What does it look real, or does it?
I mean, I guess if you get a credible enough artist, Hollywood makeup, or whoever LeBron James is working with, that hairline came back, bro. I don't understand it.
Yeah. Hey, man, he probably disappeared for a couple of games, got himself went to Turkey to get the hair plug treatment, came back, looked like $1 million.
I want to know where all those plugs were from, though. Man. That's a lot of plugs.
Well, I've seen them do the fibers, you know what I mean? I've seen them do those fibers, and sometimes I'm like, hey, whoa. They're basically putting like eyeliner on the dude's face at some point.
I've seen the tattoo, like they'll make it to where they'll just make it look like you got a small buzz cut, but
that's actually pretty smart.
Man, I'm telling you right now,
a lot of effort.
I can't say I haven't thought about it, because there's times when I fucking comb my hair back and I'm like, yeah, but I'm gonna comb it this way this time. You know what I mean?
Well, even no lie for myself, not to be serious at all, but I'm like, kind of want to get a toupee. These ladies are rocking extensions all day, and you know what I mean? I was just like, girl, we all know that's not real. I'm like, well, if they can do it, I'm like, I can look like a creep in it too. It makes everybody laugh, I suppose.
I was literally watching toupee videos before you came in here.
Oh, I get lost on those pretty easy, because I just love the guy. He's just all pathetic looking in the beginning, and then I'm like, well, now you look cool, but it's a toque. Yeah. All right, man, cool. Have fun swimming.
He like never goes underwater, sort of a thing.
I told Mike the other day, if I ever get to that point, I'm just going to be like Kingpin and just grow the massive comb over. Just have it
McCracken. Just go McCracken on it.
Just walking around with more hairspray than decanters.
Like real Munson.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Well, okay, folks. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to write us at thecolonepodcast@gmail.com. And if you also want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Cologne Podcast.
And Forbus isn't too far away. You want to hear Forbus again on another episode, or you've got questions for Forbus when it comes to men's grooming,
Yeah.
hit us up, let us know, and I'll go, hey man, you give me another free haircut, you can be on the podcast. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, do I need a punch card for trading that couch for the hair?
Well, I just want to say I'm pretty impressed because I've never seen a stretched Bronco, and y'all y'all nailed my rider to the T. Like it's really, really commended of y'all, and I mean, buy them more coffee, guys, and I get put out here in style.
That's it. All right. Well, until next time, spray it up, y'all. There we go.